down.
She's just 7 months old.
Good girl. Free.
And already doing more than most adults. Human adults.
It's your ball.
Verna is a puppy on the move, and with her every step of the way, her owner, Larissa Hilgner.
I mean, I've always really loved dogs. I had one growing up, but only for a short period of time. But I've always been a huge dog person.
Free.
In many ways, Verna is this huge dog person's little bundle of joy.
In a lot of ways, it is kind of like having a kid. And we have a very strong bond with them because they're with us all the time. It's definitely more than having a pet.
Sit.
And like any good parent,
Good girl. Nice job.
Larissa spends as much time playing with Verna as she does training her.
There's certainly a lot of things in the house that they have to learn to be polite about. It's important for them to be a polite house guest, so like the jumping and stuff, that's something that we're working on.
Larissa spends at least 80 hours a week training Verna, but here's the catch. Verna, get dressed. Good girl. Verna will be moving out in just a few months. She's being trained to be a guide dog.
When they're vested, they're expected to work, so they kind of just learn that association through time.
Larissa has been volunteering for 3 years with Guiding Eyes for the Blind, which has been putting adorable puppy eyes to good use since the 1950s.
You know, they're looking out for you. You know, it's just somebody else that's got their eyes on where you're going.
Oh, you still have skunk breath, too.
Joy says the organization has paired more than 7,700 dogs with visually impaired owners from across the globe without earning a cent of profit. Joy believes it's very much a labor of love.
What happens when you see somebody with a guide dog? I don't know if you're like me, you get a big smile on your face and look at that dog doing a great job, you know?
But a labor of love is still labor. As the Guiding Eyes website says, a puppy is not born a guide dog, but created through dedication and commitment.
They're definitely way more work than like most other animals. Even just a pet dog requires a lot more than like a cat or a caged animal.
Part of that commitment, paying for puppy chow. Larissa says she pays around $50 a month from her own pocket.
Their food and toys and other things are an expense for us, and it can be costly. But normally it's not too bad, but it definitely is a financial burden. But it is really rewarding also.
Perhaps more demanding than the amount of money it takes to raise a dog is the amount of time it takes.
Pretty much all the time they're in training, even when they're being a dog.
There's no punch card for puppy training. After all, a guide dog has to go just about everywhere with its owner.
She goes a lot of places with me, not quite everywhere yet. She comes to class with me, she comes to work with me.
Yet through the burdens of long hours and a tightening coin purse, Larissa and many others stick around.
They're here because they want to be. Nobody's twisting their arm and saying, you have to do this. They're here because they want to be, and that makes it a lot easier.
For about 2 years, Larissa and Verna are joined at the hip. But eventually, Larissa will have to see her kid off to college. Or in this case, puppy college, where Verna will take on more advanced training.
Yeah, I mean, it never really gets any easier giving them back. I'm sure it'll be tough. Hey, little miss, you're okay. I'm sure it'll be tough giving her back too.
Larissa graduates in December as she pursues a job in physical therapy, meaning Verna may very well be the last guide dog she raises.
I would really love to continue raising service dogs, but with my career path, it's going to be pretty much impossible for me to bring a dog to work with me.
But it won't be the last set of pretty puppy eyes in her life.
Yeah, I'll definitely have a pet dog. I could not imagine not having a dog in my life for a prolonged period of time.
Alex Farver, NCC News.